Yo, what is up, my people? Today I'm bringing you a video on the Diamondback. Yo, this thing has insane damage output. If you guys want to be hitting these 5 million headshots, maybe even more per shot, just stay tuned, man. I'm about to teach you everything I know. 5.4 right there. About 25 million damage, over 25 million damage in the magazine, as long as you use the weapon properly. I'm going to show you everything you need to know about this weapon and this build. You can hit anywhere from 4 to 7 million, depending on your stats, depending on your RNG and how you use this build. Okay, so let's get it. I hope you enjoy, baby. Heavy.
He's on one.
Yo, what up, my people? In today's video, we're talking about the Diamondback and then the insane damage that you can get with this Diamondback. The new M1A, basically. They're reverting the M1A. So you guys that are pretty angry about the M1A, they're going to fix it for you guys, and you guys are going to be able to slap content again, all right? So this build, I'm going to make it really easy. A lot of you guys been watching my videos, so, you know, I want to advance it a little bit. And I want to tell you guys, we're not going to be using crit chance on this build, okay? That's my opinion. I figured this is how this build works the best. You're going to try to stack as much crit hit damage and headshot damage as you can on this build, okay? The reason is because of agonizing bite, all right? So Diamondback randomly marks an enemy, all right? Hitting that enemy consumes the mark and guarantees a critical hit with damage that is amplified by 20%. A new random enemy is marked afterwards and whenever you reload. So hitting that enemy consumes the mark, okay? Guaranteeing critical hits, all right? So after hitting an enemy, all your shots fired are critical hits for 5 seconds, okay? I'm going to show you how that works right now. The first tip I want to give you, though, is if the target is way far and like you're going to take damage or you're going to die or, you know, anything, don't shoot that target, okay? I suggest blind firing and reloading. That way you can switch the target, all right? So that you can find that target that you're looking for, okay? So let's go ahead and let's put this on 5 meters. All right, so I don't want to shoot that target. I'm going to just shoot from cover. And then, boom, it's going to switch my target until I find the right target, all right? This is going to be really important with this build. And the reason that it's so important is because you need to hit this first shot, okay? This first shot must be on the marked enemy. That way you can ramp up the whole build, okay? So from there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do our headshots. And boom, right here, I'm doing 4.9. And the reason I'm doing 4.9 and not 5 million is because I'm using no named items on this build, okay? I'm running high crit hit damage. And that was my LMG. So let me go ahead and show you my crit hit damage on this. I'm running 192, almost 200% crit hit damage and 145 headshot damage, all right? This is banging. This is insane. And it still does not hit as hard as my named item build, okay? So I'll show you one more time. 4.9. And I just wanted to do this. Like, it's not bad damage. It's about 10% less damage. But I wanted to put a fully optimized, like, build together that's not... Well, this is a named item, so excuse me. But, you know, not the normal, you know, damage to out of cover and damage to targets. Like, you can't get better items than this. You cannot get a better headshot roll. You cannot get better crit hit damage on these knee pads, and it's rifle damage to boost up the rifle damage that I'm doing, all right? So I will tell you right now, this is definitely the way that you need to run this build right here, and this is how I've got the most damage out of it. I even got people that could get 6-7 million damage themselves because they probably have better pieces of gear, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna shoot from undercover, and boom, that way I'm not risking myself, exposing myself, trying to get that first crit and dying, all right? Because you're gonna probably be like, damn, Macho, but every time I try to get the crit, the guy is in Africa. If I shoot him, I get one shot by the NPCs because the NPCs are so strong, they damage glitching, and then you know, the rest. But right here, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna use this, and we need to hit this first target that's marked, all right, to ramp up our crit. And then bomb 5.1, and then our crit is just gonna get nasty. 5.4 million, okay? So about a 10% increase in damage since I'm using these items, all right? And these items, damage to armor, and damage out of targets are still kind of like best in slot, unless you have like amazing God Road gear, then it might be a little bit better. But even with my amazing God Road gear, I'm still getting more damage out of these separate multipliers, okay? Because that's why, because they're separate multipliers, all right? They're not added. Even if you stack on more crit hit damage, you're gonna be still doing a little bit less damage overall, especially on shots that are not, you know what I mean, crits, right? Because you're not getting that crit hit damage. All right, so right here, I'm rolling with headshot damage, crit hit damage on the whole build. But Macho, it's just an all red build, easy, done. All right, no. You need to specifically go for crit hit damage and headshot damage, land those headshot damage shots. And I'm sorry if this is not as console friendly, but I'm sure some of you guys on console are hitting those headshots and doing your damn thing, okay? So I'm rocking Grouper right here. I wish I had a better roll, but unfortunately, you know what I mean, I don't have the best roll on the holster, but it still does work, okay? 15% crit hit damage, that's what I'm using it for. I'm not going with 3 Providence, I'm going with 2. If you have a different backpack that's any other brand that you want to use, you can. You don't need this crit chance of this brand set, okay? But it's the best backpack that I have for the build, so I'm still using it, and I feel like I'm still slapping, okay? So whatever you want there would work. If you, like, for example, if you had a health book bag and it had all reds everywhere, like, that would even help you. A healer book bag. If you have these stats on that book bag, you could use the book bag, okay? So don't limit yourself to using 2 Providence, okay? Right here, we're going with the mask, all right? So I'm going to tell you why I like this mask more. The first reason I like this mask more than a 3rd Providence and adding that extra 15% crit hit damage is because this gives you crit hit damage itself. Not only you, it also buffs up your team.
Yeah, you heard it. Your team, your whole squad.
Oh yeah, everybody gets a buff. You get a buff, you get a buff, you get a buff. And right here, we're getting 25% crit hit damage on any target that is within 15 meters. Any target that is from 15 to 25, you get 10% crit hit damage and 10% crit hit chance. And then 25% crit hit chance off 25 and over meter targets. So they got to be really far from you to get that 25. But once you get that 25, you're about to be at like 55% crit if you're using it like that, which you don't even have to use it like that, because you just want to make sure you're using that agonizing bite and hitting those targets and getting that 100% crit chance uptime for 5 seconds, okay? 5 seconds is more than enough. But Macho, the magazine size, bro, the magazine is ass. How can you use it? Listen, man, if I'm shooting an enemy that has 20 million armor and I'm critting like I'm supposed to, that enemy is dead, okay? So I don't mind reloading in between enemies to get on the next enemy's booty, okay? Like, I have no problem with it. So I absolutely love this weapon. I was using it in the raid. I'll give you guys some gameplay, show you guys how it was working perfectly. Now, if you don't crit, your damage is going to be cut in half, all right? Like, you see that 2-7, your damage is going to be in half, all right? So let's say if I shot over there a headshot, I'm hitting for 2-7. So that's the reason you need to crit, all right? You want to hit that 5. You want to slap booty cheeks, all right? So hit that shot and hit them headshots, all right? So you can get that nasty, beautiful Big Daddy damage, all right? That King Macho damage. All right, so from here, I'm going to finish explaining this. We're rocking a crit hit damage, of course. We couldn't get headshot damage on this, but I tried Punch Drunk and I tried Providence, and it didn't work as good for me, okay? Because it doesn't work as good for me doesn't mean that it might not work as good for you. It's all preference, and all our builds are different. There are builds. There are our own builds, so you build it however you want. If you want to use skill damage and skill haste on this build, by all means, you know, use it. But that's my train of thought right now. All right, so glass cannon. All damage you deal, I'm using the normal glass cannon, okay? I'm only losing 5% amplified damage out, and I'm also gaining 10% less incoming damage. So this is amplified, so that's Big Daddy damage. Right here we have our 2-piece, you already know, Contractors Govs and Overlord Armament Fox Prayer knee pads. Best in slots, in my opinion. I could be wrong. If you have a God Roll build, then you know I'm probably wrong. Perfect bread basket. Right here is landing two body shots gives you 50% headshot damage per body shot, right? So if you land 2, you get 100% headshot damage for 10 seconds. And it's absolutely nasty with damage out of cover. and pistol damage. Mozambique slaps. Right here, I tried steady-handed. It wasn't bad. The issue I was having that I would have to reload too often because I only had an 85 mag, right? So maybe in a weapon that has like 200 bullets in the mag, 150, I could understand steady-handed. But shout out to everybody that gave me the opinion of using steady-handed. I personally didn't like it, but do you, boo? All right, right here we have pass hands. Crit hits damage stacks 4% reload bonus. Okay, I explained this wrong in the past. Max stack is 40%. So the max stack, you're multiplying 4% each. All right, so 4% by 40 comes out to be 160% reload speed. All right, nasty, disgusting, quick maths. Right here we have crit hit damage on it. I did not roll damage to out of cover or damage to armor, excuse me. This weapon comes with damage to out of cover, so you can't stack 2 damage to out of covers. I don't suggest damage to armor on this build, even though it does add to the multiplier. It's just, I feel like this should be an offhand weapon. And by offhand weapon, I feel like you're just using this to kill people that you either can't reload fast enough to Diamondback, or they're just too close, or you're more comfortable with using this weapon. I am more comfortable using this weapon against enemies that have only health. So tanks, heavies, chungas, you know, those spinning dogs, any of those dudes, those tanks, any of them, this MG5 will absolutely shred them, destroy them, send them back to their maker. All right. And apart from that, that's about it. Sharpshooter. The reason we're using sharpshooter is because it increases headshot damage on rifles and marksmans. We are using a rifle in this build. That is our primary focus on this build, is the Diamondback. All right. If you have another rifle, you could probably use it, but this is mainly for the Diamondback. So if you don't have the Diamondback, get that Diamondback. That Diamondback slaps. All right. The changes are super good, and I love it so far. So other than that, you get stability. You get faster target acquisition. You also get a med kit that heals you for 100%, also removing any status that is on you. You resist bleed, poison, and another status for 20 seconds, making you a lot stronger of an agent, especially in the dark zone, okay? You also get armor when you're in cover, and a few other cool little features. Over time, you get ammo back for your rifle and your marksman. And it's just nasty, yo. And any teammate next to you gets 10% headshot damage. So, yeah, I've been doing my homework, man. Sharpshooter is nasty. And I just love this build. Right now, I'm using the Crusader shield, man. I've used a few other things, like the armor drone. Didn't work really bad. It was pretty good, honestly. Especially since I was usually, like, keeping my distance from the NPCs/enemies. Crusader shield, though, allows you to use your Diamondback, man. So that'll be good for like hairy situations. So like, let's say I'm busting a cap in this fool, and then I got to pull out my shield, and then, you know, and then I'm negating that damage for a little bit. It's not going to last forever, but it's going to give me that time to keep putting out that DPS without having to take cover or retreat from the engagement. Right here we have Reviver Hive, a must. I don't care if you play solo or in a group. This is bae, okay? Unless there's some like crazy healer on your group, I suggest Revive Hive. It's one less thing that your team has to worry about. If you do have a healer in your squad, I would suggest a skill that heals you, such as the Armor Repair Drone, Defender Drone, EMP, Scanner Pulse. You know, those are all really good for yourself and for team comps, okay? So I'm gonna leave you guys with some gameplay. Thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. Let's go. If you need me to explain anything else, just hit me in the comments below, and I got you. You already know vigilance on the backpack for that 25% damage, right? And when you're using the Crusader, you're not taking damage. Your shield is, so that buff stays up all the time. Headshot damage, crit hit damage, all across the board, all right? On every single piece that you could get it on these pieces, even crit hit damage only. You don't want to put crit hit chance on any of your gear, okay? Like I said, you want to have crit hit damage, headshot damage. I just want to make sure I get that into your head, okay? All right, enjoy this. All right, today we're going to be doing a Heroic American History Museum, and we're going to be giving you guys some of this gameplay. Assault rifles on here. But yeah, I was actually like so surprised when I was using my Diamondback. I was like, oh my god, the Diamondback is so good. Anytime you also reload, the Diamondback will change targets for you, okay? So make sure you keep that in mind. And all these enemies are gonna get smoked.
The first priority is to release the prisoners to keep.
But yeah, man, I've been loving a lot of the changes, honestly. I'm even happy that they're reverting
somewhere nearby. Look around.
The freaking M1A. Like, I feel like a lot more people are gonna just use the M1A than anything else, but at the same, I feel like they're doing it because everybody will enjoy the M1A a little bit more than
active terminal detected.
Than not having that super strong damage, right?
Okay, I'm in.
Because let's be real, like when they change the M1A, it just makes it like harder to complete a lot of the content because people are like so used to using the M1A and having the build. So I'm happy they're bringing it back. I'm probably gonna try to stay away from it for a little bit, honestly, just till I could feel like make other builds, you know, use other things, make other things more viable. And I've been using quite a few builds, and I've been honestly having fun with all of them.
The main holding area is downstairs.
I know that 20% damage in PvP, we're gonna see how that works, right? Because we were able to one-shot people before, so. And it was mad fun. I personally enjoy the M1A, so. And right here too, the TAC 50 is nasty on this character, no lie. I love the weapon though so far. Kickback a little bit weird sometimes for me. But let's see if we get an exotic AR. All right, 10%. All right, I'll keep that one. That CTAR actually looking good. What's y'all favorite assault rifles, YouTube? Let me know what y'all think.
Serious trauma.
I'm like trying to decide between FAMAS. I feel like FAMAS is Bay.
I'm on the flank.
But I'm not sure, like it's lacking something also, I feel. All right, so we're almost done with this mission.
Better hide. Ready with me.
Like I said, this is probably like a playstyle too, so if you don't like this playstyle, you might not like the weapon. But it is a cover-based shooter, right? So, and we're destroying all these enemies with at least 3 million per shot. And that 3 million is because I'm hitting body shots, right? I'm a body shot king, if you don't already know. Once you start hitting them headshots, you start getting that higher damage, 5 million, right? About a 2 million damage increase off of headshots. Oh my gosh. All right, so this guy should be the only dude I have to shoot, and he should get deleted. Easy damage, yo. We did over like 11, 12 million damage to that one guy right there.
Control the holding area. The hyenas are knocking out security cameras.
It's so weird not reading a chat, you know? I'm usually reading my chat and I'm able to like answer questions or topics. But yeah, I'm not trying to bore you with my M1A talk, right? I'm so happy the Diamondback is viable now. Especially since they changed the way it works, bro. So much more viable. Absolutely destroyed all of those dudes.
Agent requesting backup.
All right. We'll add some modifiers too, and we've been playing on in the raid, like I said. So this is not just something that we're using, you know, on solo. I know I've gotten a lot of comments from some of you guys that, oh, but this is not how the build works. This is only on solo, and the build kind of works the same on heroic. The only thing is that the heroic modifiers change, you know, the way that the build works. Being that enemies get extra armor, you know, a bunch of other stuff too. So try to keep that in mind. And you could also zoom in with this, even though like you don't get a scope. You can zoom in, that way your shots could be a little bit more accurate, right? And like I said, the shield is Bay. And you're still gonna be doing like 2 point something damage, even if you don't have your target mark. So I'm gonna go ahead and burn a shot. That way I could get this guy marked and destroy him with 2 shots for 10 million. And then our last dude right there, body shot him in the neck. And we're gonna keep moving. I keep looking for my chat and it's not there. It's so crazy, yo. 5 minutes in.
Lost the camera feed from the holding area. There was a bright flash and then static.
All right, let's see. We're almost done. Yo, you guys like this music or what? Let me know in the comments. What's your favorite music genre? I personally like hip hop, but I know hip hop isn't everybody's thing, so. I usually have a song request on Twitch, so if you guys ever want to come around, you can request music. I have it set up 2 different ways. The first way is through subscriptions. You could request music on Nightbot by pressing exclamation SR in the chat. And then the second way that you can do it is by earning channel points if you're not subscribed to the channel because you don't want to support it or you can't afford it. You know, I appreciate you guys and I want you guys to be able to have a lot of the other features that our subscribers also have, so you can use those points. If you just noticed, I just switched to my LMG and destroyed this guy. That way I don't have to worry about my damage so much and worry about my accuracy. I was hitting that guy for up to like 700, 800,000.
North or south side?
Which is beautiful damage, honestly.
With all those gates sealed, the north exit should be closer.
All right, so this thing is feeling amazing though. All right, last dude.
Vital signs critical.
All right, we'll use our second mech kit right here. This guy's gonna get baptized. 19 million damage to that guy. 19,400,000, I'm thinking. Almost 20 million on that guy. And didn't even take a clip. So, feels good, man. If you're accurate too, yo, this build is gonna be disgusting for you. You'll be killing everybody and their mama. I haven't used it in a PvP yet, so let me know what you guys think about it in PvP. I just want to get this out here for this PvE community. All right, let's see if we could do some damage right here.
Sweet galloping Jesus, what the hell is going on here?
Oh my God. We just 3-tapped that boss.
No mercy! No survivor! Enemy grenade!
Sometimes I miss some of my shots, but overall, bro, this thing is amazing.
Going for the flank! Hostile engaged! Ready to give cover!
Immediate medical assistance
Get
needed.
this armor right here. And also, like, having the LMG, you could just rip a lot of these ads too. Every time you reload, also, you're gonna lose your buff, so keep that in mind, okay? And that's it. Easy like that. Skill haste. Anybody need this backpack? Let me know. I'll drop it for you. I'll save it for now, though.
No more contacts.
All right, easy. 300k
Intel
XP.
is going to be a whole lot of help to Odessa in the short
Less
term,
than 10-minute
but to
mission.
all of us in the long run.
Let's
You
go.
also effectively put this hellhole
And no
out of
exotics,
commission.
though. No exotics for you guys today, YouTube. Maybe next time. All right, all junk. And yeah, our build. Beautiful. Hope you like it. Enjoy it. Slay that content. All right, my people. Thank you guys for watching the video until the end. I'm going to chill with the family now, and I'll be live later on Twitch. Make sure you turn on the notifications. If not, hit the Twitch link on top of YouTube, and it'll pull you over to the Twitch where you can hit the follow. And we stream every day, man. Make sure you turn on those notifications. We do raids with the channel every single day, man, and we're absolutely slapping. Our beautiful Discord community is growing and flourishing. And thank you guys, man. If you ever need to talk to me, you can hit me up on any platform. All my DMs are open, whether that's on YouTube, Twitch, Discord, Twitter. You can hit me up anywhere, all right? Salute. My camera's flipped. This is my right hand. I'll catch you later. Peace.
On my way to play the bay while you're alone.